What up?
Is everyone ready?
Blackest of black, eyes in black liquid? Oh.
So, yeah, your guys' goal was to go back and try to see if you can find the entrance to the reptile archives somewhere in the gallery. And so far, the only way you figure out to get to the gallery is right here.
Cool. Cool.
We're on the pedestal room, right?
Yes.
I think from here is Cronia, then left. We should already be on the gallery.
Yes. And it's kind of like a hallway. I've got it drawn out a bit, but it's kind of just a hallway. You can go straight there without entering the big Cronia room if you don't want to.
I'm gonna take a screenshot of the map and put it on the Discord. I'm back. Sorry, my Discord closed.
That's fine. That's fine.
Sure, it did.
Okay, so yeah, up ahead is the Skull Gate.
Sounds fun.
It is an arch of somehow living goat skulls that cross the whole room. Hundreds of skulls. Their faces seem intelligent, perceptive, and cruel, and it feels like you're being silently taunted by a crowd of sociopathic teenage girls.
It's very specific.
Very specific.
I had to scroll several pages to get over to the gallery, so hold.
And I just noticed my mic hasn't been working.
Oh, well, welcome.
See, all Doorknob heard from that conversation was that there was a door that needs to get smashed.
I was trying to remember what's labeled as the stone hand room. I remember that was the guardian of the gallery, but I don't remember if we figured out or learned that it was also the center of the gallery.
I don't think we did.
Okay. I think I'm getting confused between that and the stone head over to the
Yes.
Yeah, that was the one.
All right.
I'm trying to figure out where
We didn't approach
it
the
is, and maybe I can give you a hint.
in this place.
I mean, you might not know this in character, but kind of just so you have an idea out of character. It is kind of in the center of the gallery, but it doesn't connect to like all directions. It's only has a couple entrances and stuff. So it'd be a bit hard to navigate. So you should see the Skull Gate now. And as you will see as you go through this, kind of because the gallery is kind of a living artwork and the cannibals kind of maintain it, things change. So this time, as you're coming in from this door down here, you immediately see two cannibal critics, we'll say, like over on this side, and they're like throwing bottles up at the arch at the goat skulls and yelling like, "Lugubrious! The Gothic is no longer vital." Almost complete nonsense.
Did anyone understand that?
Gothic is always vital.
I'll just shake my head.
Once they catch notice of you, one of them like howls like, "You there! What does this mean?"
I think they mean you, Athas.
Did we all go into this room, or?
Yeah, you're all here or like kind of in this corner, just right outside the door, wherever you want to be.
Well, I ain't speaking to them.
Is it art?
Probably.
Who knows?
Is it ironic?
Probably.
It
How?
needs more iron for that.
What's the message?
High school is horrifying.
And you kind of just get the idea that they just ask endless questions. If you sometimes, like, if they seem to like your answers, they kind of like look at each other and like just grunt at each other. Just seem to be communicating somehow. But then they just go back to asking more questions about it.
Right now, they don't seem aggressive, right?
Not right now.
And they're throwing bottles at the door.
Yeah, bottles and like extra skulls on the ground. They're throwing at this archway that's kind of overhead.
Can I go and throw one with them?
Sure. One of them howls in like way louder voice than necessary when you're right next to them. Don't you find it problematic?
Very.
Where's the wine?
I'll give you some wine. Do I have wine? Let me check. I'm a dwarf, right? Nope. Don't have any wine.
Yes, wine. I'm so hungry.
And you want wine? Not food?
You have to appreciate the art.
Don't tempt the cannibals. Let's go.
Has Doorknob encountered these before?
You've probably encountered them maybe outside of this area where they've gone a little bit more insane, which it might be less insane. Who knows? But usually on their own, they're kind of aggressively just searching for anything to put in their mouths, and they attack with broken like glassware, some forks and knives.
So I would also know that they're cannibals, right?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I just go back to the group.
And where do you go from here?
I'm kind of in favor of following a direct route straight.
Straight up?
Not straight up, straight to the left, I'm thinking, to try to cross over into somewhere that's not a gallery.
Okay.
To the darkness and then to the empty space?
Yeah.
So, yes, left will take you to a small room. The lights have been destroyed, so there's not any light in here, but it's not any sort of magical darkness, so those with dark vision don't have any problems seeing. Let me find the page for it. I don't think you've been in here before. It's
I
pretty.
think I peeked into it, but that's it.
It's pretty small. Those with dark vision can see that there are paintings on all of the walls.
Similar or different to the ones in the previous room?
The previous room's art exhibit was the skull arch. This,
Just the arch? Okay.
yes.
Any weird vibes like that picture of the guy that hated his wife?
Are you inspecting the paintings? Or like looking for a plaque?
No, I can't read. I'm just gonna look at the paintings.
Yeah, okay. This looks like some kind of battle wound.
The painting looks like a battle wound?
Yes, it's a painting of a wound.
Yeah.
And all of them look like wounds.
Any simple, non-fatal looking wounds?
Yeah, most of them are pretty light. A lot of them look like they are bruises from, like a small object, and then why doesn't somebody make an investigation check?
13.
These are some of these are your wounds on your body.
It's kind of
My
what I was
wounds?
thinking.
Anybody can help me read the plaques? Like, do they have my name?
I'll
Can
do
I
it. What do
see?
they say?
Really? That's the name of the piece?
That's the name of the piece.
Okay.
What does it mean?
Do I see any paintings of me?
If you took damage in like one of the previous fights, then yeah,
'Cause, I mean, I got my ass handed to me by the
yeah,
gold.
you got
I don't got no
bruises
damage.
from being pelted by coins and some scratches or however the gold man attacked.
I was sitting pretty, so I guess I'm not in here.
Yeah. Are you
Of
guys
course, demon
without
is
dark
not
vision
right.
using any torches?
I'm not wasting mine.
Wait, you don't have dark vision? Don't Dragonborns do?
I don't think they do. No.
No, they don't.
Huh.
They had to have
Just
some
listen
race
to
other than humans that didn't.
All right.
It's really weird.
And there
In that
are
case,
two paths, left and right, or left and up.
uh,
I think we.
but it's only this room that it's dark. Do we see other like light coming?
Those with dark vision can see that it looks like there used to be lights on the wall, but they've been broken. Some quartz lamps.
Is there empty space on the wall, or is it like all paintings?
Since you guys have kind of recently had a battle, I'd say it's probably like 80% painting and 20% wall.
Because I'm curious as to the origin of these paintings, if they're magical or not. Could I like do 1 point of damage to myself or something and see if a new one appears?
Sure. Yeah.
Really self-hurt?
I'm gonna cast Produce Flame so that Hex can see.
You guys see one of the paintings change from like a bruise that was probably from getting struck by coin into a picture of you cut your hand or something.
I kind of like, yeah, I cut my arm.
Yeah, you see an arm and like it starts off plain, but then a red slice comes through it.
Oh, this has to be magic.
And as you're kind of walking along with the flame, kind of around the walls inspecting it, when the flame gets near the painting, those of you who have wounds on the painting can feel heat.
Ew.
You must take these paintings. It would be dangerous to leave them here.
I think it'd be dangerous to take them with us.
Either way,
Can
it's
I-
dangerous.
Can I like poke the one that shows any of my wounds? See
Yes,
if I feel anything.
you do feel like a finger or whatever touch yourself.
So if they are destroyed, they would also.
Seems like a good assumption.
I kind of want to try, but I'm afraid of the giant rock hand coming for us.
Now, is there empty space in the painting, or is it literally just zoomed into the wound?
It's pretty zoomed in.
Okay. Does anyone have any paint?
Nope.
Nope.
No. Well, I have ink, which is technically similar, but no.
Draw on my painting of my arm.
I'm still doing the intentionally not seeing any of the art thing I was doing last time we were in the gallery, but I will give him some of the ink if he wants it.
I'm curious if it'll show up on my skin.
You feel the tickle of the brush, but it does not appear on yourself. And it starts off like, you painted a line on the painting, but eventually the ink fades into nothingness and you can just see the wound again.
Do the paintings come off the wall?
You give it a little tug and it doesn't seem like it's moving.
I'm gonna grab my. I always forget the name of my sword. A scimitar.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to cut next to one of my wounds on the painting. Before that, I'm gonna tell everybody that I'm gonna do it. So if a giant rock hand comes, everybody's ready.
Why?
Because I want to see if they can hurt us using this.
It does hurt. It leaves like a scar on both yourself and on the painting.
Okay, they can actually hurt us by hurting the painting.
Who is willing to rip their painting?
Somehow I don't think that's a good idea.
We out here experimenting, so
The demon is trying to get us killed again.
it is only a suggestion.
I do have a suggestion. Let's keep moving.
Very well.
Oh, I have an idea. Hex wasn't hurt. Doorknob and Athas, get out of the room and we'll see if your paintings disappear.
Okay.
I would think there's low chance of me having any paintings, but I will leave the room just the same.
What do you say?
Does Doorknob's paintings disappear?
No. At least, no, not right now.
They're still here. I don't think we can do a lot now, so let's go on, see if there's something we can do.
This next room is another pretty small room. It has it's another mosaic room, so it's got a tile floor with beautiful artwork. This would be artwork of some kind of reptilian eye on the ground.
Does it go all Scooby-Doo and watch us?
It doesn't appear to move. Actually, it twitches a bit. It does appear to move, and occasionally it blinks.
Yuck.
It's only got the room's only got the 2 doors.
Yes.
All right.
Someone's got an eye on us.
Doorknob already doesn't like you. You're making terrible jokes. Fuck.
That is something I do.
This room
Yeah.
has light, right?
It
Yes,
says I have.
it's lit up by some torches and some lamps.
Okay, then I dispel produce flame.
And I'm just gonna start skirting along the edge. Let's go that along the bottom first. Just get around the edge until I can get to the door.
I'm gonna just walk up straight to the eye. See.
We got another leaf.
Roll a perception check, Hex.
Well,
You can appreciate good art, and this is some good art. Good. You're kind of fascinated by the way the tiles change colors as the eye moves.
so this is also another painting.
The tiles are some kind of magical painting. Yes.
I lost. Stop being such a coward.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna try to touch it. Does it feel still like a tile, or does it feel alive?
Yeah, it feels just like tile, but like as you put your hand on it, it blinks.
We'll walk on it.
You first.
Oh, wait.
Uh,
Okay.
After like it blinks with each step, and then when you stand still, it kind of just sits there.
Like I said, nothing to worry about.
Should we smash it?
As you walk over across the center, make a dexterity saving throw.
It's gotta have teeth, doesn't it?
The center black slit of the eye is actually a pit. So you start putting your foot down, and it just goes straight down, and you fall, and you're now hanging by the edge. Just your fingertips, like on the floor level, and the rest of your body is all below.
Oh crap! I go and
Well,
help
I
him
hope
up.
it doesn't close its eye.
Doorknob gives a hearty chuckle.
Well, it looks like I went too far.
I don't get it. Come here. Get up.
Yeah, Bagor helps you up. And you can kind of look down when you're right above it into the pit, and it looks like it goes somewhere.
I say we follow it. I say we go down.
Counteroffer, let's go out the other exit before we start jumping down strange holes.
Why would they leave such a hole here? Why would such a hole just be here if it has no purpose?
I mean,
Because-
it looked like the purpose was to catch you.
There's a very good chance the purpose of everything in here is be a trap.
Or is that what you think? As someone who's been here longer, I think my word counts.
Yeah, no, there was another room with a bomb in it, an acid, and like an electric shock. I don't think a lot of these are meant to be useful.
So be it. How wide is this hole? Was it like
At its widest, it's probably 5 feet wide. Okay, the door to the north. You see another mosaic floor full of tiles. This time, the floor is made of all 7 different colors of blue. Beautiful blue.
Yo,
The way it's moving and the colors are changing remind you of an ocean.
seems like each room is just another piece of art.
Kind of. It's a gallery.
It's called the gallery.
Brilliant observation, Hex. Truly marvelous.
I tried.
Question. I have 3 exits for the crowned cannibals. Like, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4 exits to the crowned cannibals room, which is above the dark room. Does this room connect to that room? Here?
No.
Okay.
Actually, make sure I read this correctly. I think it does. No, this room should connect to north.
I think your bird's backing up.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn off the light and put him to bed. I'll be just 2 or 3 minutes.
It's like a fire alarm.
Yeah, lots of excess noises. Reason number N, I don't have pets. I have the connection between the darkest paintings room and the room above that, but I don't remember exactly how we learned that, so that's a little bit suspect in my mind, but then again, I don't remember everything, so.
Which rooms?
The darkest and paintings room and the crown cannibals room. I have a connection there, and I don't remember how we learned about that connection.
I don't remember either. I remember we saw it from the tank room.
Yeah, I remember both those rooms we only peeked into the first time, so that's why I'm unsure of that connection, even though it's on the map.
Maybe Caleb told us that it seemed to be connected to the other one.
Yeah, that's entirely possible.
Okay, I'm back. I'm trying to find the room called the Crown Cannibals.
I feel like that wasn't a very good description on my end, because those are probably the people that moved. But I think at the time I just peeked in, saw them, and went, nope.
Oh, okay. I know what room that is now. Okay. No, you don't see that room really.
Okay, so it's not connected to this.
Okay. So this room, because of the way the floor is changing, it just feels like it's hard to walk over because like it feels like the floor has depths sometimes when it really doesn't. So There'll be just like a simple dexterity check as you kind of walk on it.
Just one?
Unless you close your eyes, and then you have a little bit easier time.
Sounds like an awful
Does
idea.
Difficult terrain ignoring help at all?
I think this is more of a balance thing than something that's slowing you down because it's an obstacle.
All right.
Wait, say that again?
You kind of have trouble keeping your balance on the floor since it's moving around like an ocean.
I have danger sense. Does that count? Does that
No, I don't think that applies here.
Wait. Never mind.
So just make just like a simple acrobatics check as you walk over it. Which direction are you planning on moving?
I would vote continue going left, but I don't know what the others would think.
I'll follow
Let's
your lead.
peek on the doors to see if maybe we see something.
it sounds like my word don't count here, so not even gonna say anything.
You are a very important part of our group, and I appreciate your opinion. So go ahead.
I also agree with left.
Okay.
Now I believe we should go right.
Left appears to be some kind of balloon tied to the ground by a piece of string.
Tell me it's not red.
It's a brown balloon.
Oh, thank God.
Who would blow a brown balloon?
It's just one balloon in the room?
Yes.
Like a party balloon?
Yes. Did any of you want the title of the ocean room art piece?
What?
The
I can't
plaque.
read, so I don't
I
know
didn't
it.
looking for it.
Yes.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, this room looks like some kind of brown balloon tied on the ground.
Natural 20. I just walk on the ocean.
I get a 13 again.
Uh-oh. I might have... Okay, there we go.
Uh-oh.
Fix it. I don't think it's been a while since we've had a encounter check. So I'm going to treat that as you tripping on the ground and making a loud enough noise that it might attract some attention. But you don't hear anything respond to the noise, so you can, for now, just pick yourself back up and keep moving.
Yay!
Question. I'm not really aware. Doorknob has heavy armor. Does that only give him disadvantage on dexterity or any of the
Only
skills
stealth.
as well? Oh, only stealth. Okay.
So which direction are we going?
You went left, it sounded like.
Left.
So you're coming in from the right door over there, and you notice a path up and a path down. It's a fairly small room with just a gross brown floating thing.
I'm gonna regret asking this question. Does it smell like something?
I was trying not to think there.
You kind of get close, and it floats towards you a little bit.
I'm not gonna let it touch me.
It smells pretty bad.
So it's charging at him or just like lazily
floating
drifting
towards him. It's
Yep.
not like aggressive, but it is
Okay.
definitely
We
like
got
you
a
can
shit
see the
balloon.
path of the string, and it's not straight up and down; it's to the side. So you know it's moved a bit.
I'm gonna stay well outside of the possible blast radius, I think.
I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna go up to see what the next room looks like.
Up looks like a small green figurine in the center of the floor.
Figurine, like
Like a
those
knick-knack?
porcelain dolls.
Just like a foot tall little guy that is green. It's like an action figure, but just there.
I want to peek through the bottom door.
The bottom is a wax-looking sculpture of a bug-eyed goblin.
Well, if we go that way, we need to kill it.
Why is that?
It's a goblin.
Like one goblin?
Well, technically it's a sculpture, but it's still close enough to being a goblin for me.
You're afraid of a sculpture.
No, I want to kill it.
You want to kill a sculpture.
It's a goblin sculpture.
That doesn't change the fact that you want to kill an inanimate object.
It's a goblin.
Isn't it kind of redundant to kill something that it's not alive?
Well, it still looks like a goblin, so it needs to be killed.
Are we arguing this?
Are you taking inspiration from Goblin Slayer?
Not knowingly, but that is basically my backstory. Actually, I've not read what you're referring to, but from the sound of it, probably.
Let them do it.
I just look at Athos in a very weird way and I tell them like, or we can go up where there looks like it's a green toy.
Don't trust that either.
I think we should go investigate the green toy.
Of course, you go with the opposite.
I don't trust
So-
you, demon.
2 and 2? Wanna flip a coin?
Well, I mean, I don't particularly care if we go that way, but if we go into that room, I'm killing it.
Flip a coin.
Athos, I don't know if you remember, there is a giant hand called the Curator. Maybe we shouldn't be destroying stuff around here.
That is a good point. Fine, I'll kill it once it starts doing stuff to us.
It's a statue.
Okay, fair
It
enough.
looks like a statue.
His obsession with this statue.
Doorknob is getting tired of trying to explain that it's a statue, so he just goes into the room with the goblin statue.
Okay.
I
Perfect.
will take out my bow and not Gennaro and follow him.
Something
I just
does happen when
sigh.
you enter the room.
Is it something that would stop me immediately from getting closer to the statue?
I mean, you probably stop in your tracks out of shock. Let me just draw the doorways just so we have it. It looks like there's only one to the left besides the one you came in. So in the center there is a wax, lifelike, kind of green goblin thing, and when you enter the room, it points straight at you and just screams, "Give me the thing! Give me the thing! Give me the thing! The thing! The thing! Give me the thing! Give me the thing!"
Now you can kill it.
And it's pointing at you and just screaming, "Give me the thing! Give me the thing!"
Yeah, I'm shooting it.
Give it its death.
Okay. Let me just read this real quick.
I'm still walking up to it. I'm really kind of pissed off that it is actually a thing and not a statue, but I'm not going to let that stop me.
Sometimes you're just wrong.
I just stand at the doorway.
Me too. I'm going in there.
I want to be like checking everywhere to see if that the curator is coming or something is coming.
Your arrow pierces straight through it and leaves like an inch wide hole in its face or wherever you're aiming. But it continues to just scream, "Give me the thing! Give me the thing!" And as you approach it, Dornov, you see it's pointing to your shield.
Why do you want the shield?
It looks like baby wants his bottle.
Give me the thing! Give me the thing! Give me the thing! Give me the thing!
No.
The thing! Give me the thing! Give me the thing! Give me the thing!
I shoot it again.
I mean, it's not done anything but babble like an idiot.
Didn't we hit leaf
It
once
kind of
because
like
of that?
moves away and like maybe to the side a bit to put Dornov, who's close in between you and it. It doesn't move very slowly. It like kind of just pulls itself along the ground slowly. And it's got like another hole, and like its voice is starting to become a little distorted, but still screaming, "Give me the thing! Give me the thing!"
I have Mason's tools. Can I change the shape of this thing? Can I like shape some kind of? Can I shape a shield out of it or something?
It will almost definitely react to that. Because it seems to have some sort of life or semblance of life.
I just say, here, I'll give you the thing.
So, are you giving it your shield, or you're going to try to make a shield
No, I'm gonna
out of itself?
I'm gonna grab its pointing arm and I'm gonna turn it into a shield.
Wow.
Okay, make a strength check to try to rip its arm off.
Wait, was that the right one?
No, but,
No, that's even worse.
okay, so you kind of just, like, grab its arm and give it a tug, and even though it feels just like ordinary wax, it, doesn't break away as easily as you thought it might. It'd probably do so easily if it were cut, but just pulling it is not working.
I'm gonna try to help him out by shooting the joint of the arm.
Okay, roll another attack. Yeah, that is enough that you ripped its arm off. And just screaming, "Give me the thing! Give me the thing! Give me the thing!"
I'm gonna yell "shut up" at it in Goblin.
I'm face palming in the door.
So can I now shape the arm?
Yeah, make a what kind of check you want to make for that?
I'll say a wisdom or something that's because you have to know what you have to literally shape it, so it will take brain power.
Yeah, you could use either intelligence or dexterity, and we'll add your proficiency because of your tools. Okay.
So plus proficiency is 21.
Yeah, there you go. You pretty quickly kind of mash it into your shield and rip it out to get the basic shape, and then use your tools to kind of flesh it out a bit and make it a pretty good replica of your own shield.
I hand it back to the goblin.
Give it a think, and with its other arm, it grabs it and it doesn't know how to pull itself as easily while holding onto something, so it kind of like hobbles away into the corner, and you see it kind of take the shield and shove it forcefully into its stomach area.
Wow.
Problem solved.
It says something that that's not the stupidest goblin I've ever seen.
Not expecting that.
Was there any other exits from this room?
There's one in the bottom left, and that's all besides where you came from.
Let's continue on, my friends.
All right. Even as we leave the room, I'm going to keep my bow and arrow trained on it.
It seems content with its thing for now.
It is shielded of its own fucking arm. It's content.
We are horrible people.
Well, it's a goblin. It deserves it.
I mean, at least it's still alive.
Well, technically he is happy, so
This room is pretty big as you first come into it. Along one of the walls, we will say this big, huge south wall is one big painting. And as you walk in, globes of pure color kind of like bubble to the surface of the painting and ooze out of it. So you've got some red globes, some blue ones, some green ones.
Does the painting have anything else other than those globes?
It's sort of an abstract painting. It's hard to kind of gather exactly what's going on.
Right. Well, after I back into the room, and after I turn around after backing into the room, I'll go up along this wall.
nothing on the ground of the room, like any traces of anything.
Around the room, you can make a perception check.
Okay. 8. Somehow less than my passive perception.
You see the plaque for this room, but you don't know what it says. One of these things, one of the globes, is following each of you.
What color's mine?
You got a yellow one coming after you. I'll say a blue one going after Hex. A red one going after Athos.
How quickly are they moving?
Slow enough that they aren't going to catch you if you don't want them to. But
Hey,
they
Athos.
surely follow you. I can't. It's not letting me move these for some reason anymore. Oh well.
Hey, Athos, you want to make orange?
I don't trust that they're not filled with like fire and stuff.
Well, we don't have to touch them. Let's just touch our balls together.
I'm going to promptly ignore that, turn away, and go to the next exit.
Wow.
This is
Okay.
unfair. I remember way much more bowling when I said that I was looking at all of you from behind.
The next room is even bigger than this. It probably would cover like the whole screen space, and it is most of a circle with the bottom right section kind of out of it, because that connects to the other room. These orbs do continue to follow you in the next room.
All right, I'm killing it. Man.
Can I try to hit the closest one with my produce flame?
You may make an attack roll.
23.
The
Let's hope it's not
flame
combustible.
goes straight into it, and you could see kind of the surface of this thing like pulse as it enters, but it doesn't seem to change.
Maybe we should keep moving, try not to let him catch us.
This room's crazy. So there is like a small lever in the middle of the room.
A small
And
what? Sorry?
a lever,
Oh, okay.
and kind of occupying, like, this room goes several like stories up. It might be like 100 feet tall. This is an orrery, if you guys know what that is. There's
Nope.
planets and stars,
How do you
and they're
spell that?
all hooked up on like metal things that are all interconnected, and there's like a center pole, and there's like a black hole in the middle of it.
Oh, so like the thing in Avatar where they
Maybe
move the
it's been a
planets and
while
stars?
since I've seen that. But it's like a solar system.
With a black hole at the center?
There's something dark in the center, but it's still like 20 or 30 feet above you in the center of the room.
Thanks, Athas.
Just looked it up. It's actually an E instead of that second O.
Oh, okay.
Which is apparently what I typed the first time and not the second time.
Do we recognize any of the objects
Uh,
represented?
Even those of you who might have some kind of like astrological background in your character would not recognize anything that you see here.
Is there any indication of which one of these we might be on?
None of them look special in any way.
Where are the other exits to the room?
There is one. There is one, I believe. Kind of in the top right area over here, but there's something. Let me read this quick. Yes, there's a door, but it doesn't have a handle or anything on it. You don't see anything on this side that would make it open. So, it is got runes on it, and you see similar runes on the lever mechanism that makes you think that this sculpture, orrery, and the door are connected.
It'll only open on the day of the black sun. I'm not gonna pull it.
Reference aside, I bet pulling the lever would open that door and close the one we came through.
I'll pull it.
I drew it a little bit wrong. It can go left or right. And as you kind of just move it a bit, the whole sculpture starts spinning. Some of it slow, some of it moving like a small moon moving super fast around a planet. It is definitely like awe-inspiring. But the door does not open. Nothing you can tell happens.
Is there any indication of a forward or back on the lever instead of like a left and a right?
There aren't like arrow symbols or anything else like that that would indicate one direction. But make an intelligence check.
Oh, this is gonna go great.
Oh, hey, you determine kind of just the way that some of these planets spin and are moving, especially as they kind of move inwards or outwards, that we'll say left would be backwards in time and right would be forwards in time.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Can I search for a book or a plaque that may indicate how to open that door?
You can't
I'm
read.
assuming.
Right, I can't read. Never mind.
You find the plaque for this room, but you would not see any sort of book or documentation in here.
I
I'm
just
assuming
look at
we
it
just have-
real hard. I go like the
I'm thinking we have to either advance time forward enough or rewind it back enough to make the door open. The question is this actually affecting time, or is this just a sculpture? And nothing is just a thing, it seems, in this place.
We won't know unless we do it.
That is a thought I hadn't had and now worries me.
All right, so I'm going to pull the lever back again.
The machine whirs, but and it keeps going until you reset the lever into the neutral position.
All right, then I just reset it to the neutral position. And then I'll press it back.
And it goes in the opposite direction.
any changes in the room from what he's doing?
You don't see any changes on the walls of the floor, no.
How about instead of observing something that takes eons to change, let's push it one way, then the other way, and see if anyone gets hungry. Just like that lady, the time lady.
So I'll put it into neutral, and I'll push it back again to forward.
I will say that this does not appear to be affecting you or the timelines. It is merely a representation of a solar system.
Are there any like marks on the on the planets of a position they've been in, like repeatedly?
I will say someone else can make an Arcana check to try to determine the use of some of the arcane runes and symbols across the door and the lever.
Who has proficiency in it?
I think we still have no arcane caster, don't we?
I don't have it.
Old doorknob can take a crack at it. He figured out that fricking swan sculpture has protection runes on it.
Failure.
Demon, what do the symbols mean?
Mm.
That's yeah. You're not sure. There's you can tell for sure that the lever and the door are somehow connected, but that's kind of the extent.
The lever is connected to the door.
Thank you, Captain Slowpants.
I'm pretty sure we were operating on that assumption already.
Is the door any markings of any kind, or is it just a flat door?
It's pretty flat door other than the runes and stuff on it.
Did the door we came through does the door we came through have any runes on it?
It's kind of just a big archway that does not have any sort of anything on it. No.
All right.
Do any of the symbols match the swan?
Lots of arcane runes and symbols are reused in different ways as kind of the order and like maybe the material they're drawn out of or into have an effect on them. So some symbols might be the same, but that doesn't mean their effects are the same. I will... Can somebody else make one more Arcana check?
I mean, I got -1. Anyone got a 0?
I got
That's
0.
exactly what I rolled.
I've got +1. I'll roll.
Okay, if you believe if you can align this star chart, this orrery, with the current point in time, something will happen. But without some sort of like astrological almanac or other special expertise, it's almost impossible to get it to stop at that point. So you'll have to come back here later.
All right. And then relay that to the others.
Well, shit.
We spent some time here. How are the bubbles?
Are you keeping moving to keep them away from you? Because they've been following you this whole time.
Oh, snap.
Can I walk one of them into the lever?
I want to step away from it.
Like, just put the lever between me and it?
It kind of just like goes through it without too big of an issue.
This thing is on a mission to kill.
Does the thing or ball thing leave anything on the lever when it goes through it?
Just yeah, there's some little bits of some kind of pigment on the lever.
So they're not moving very fast, right?
Right.
Can I just poke it with the magic dagger?
Yeah, you try to like kind of just puncture it, but the surface of it like ripples as it happens, but it doesn't pop.
So what you're saying is some more force is required.
This is a stand attack. It's Killer Queen.
I look like a total idiot.
It's a bubble. It shouldn't be that hard to hit. Although a 9.
We're gonna die to a
I'll
gold.
say yeah, that's good enough. You give it a real solid whack, and like you kind of hear a splashing sound, but your hammer passes through. It only slows down a little bit, and the bubble maintains its form.
So
We're
I'm just gonna
gonna
point
die.
out, even if we do disrupt them and stop following them, we're about to go through that room again. Going the other way.
Yes.
So,
Seems inevitable at this point.
So we'll probably just pick up another one. Hopefully, if there's one on us still, a second one won't start going towards us. But if you disrupt the one already following it, it's almost certainly going to start getting another one towards us. So let's deal with it after we go back through.
Fine. Let's head back.
You enter that room, and more orbs bubble to the surface of this painting, and more do follow you. You each now have 2 behind you.
Cool.
Some of you, like, maybe it's the same color, and some of you it's a different color, so there's not like a discernible pattern.
Let's test them on the goblin.
Why are we tormenting the poor goblin?
It's
Look,
a
I
goblin.
gave him what he wanted, okay? Y'all were shooting him and shit.
I didn't do anything.
Excuse me, I also made a mistake. There should be one more exit in the top right that goes north in this globe room.
All right.
There we go. Let's go there.
Let's go that way.
This is, by comparison, a much smaller room, but it's not too small. This room is darker than you would expect from the torches on the walls, and there is a painting on one of them that the picture inside has all of the colors flipped.
What, like it's inverted?
Yes.
Maybe it wants the color balls. Does the painting come off the wall?
It does not appear to move. As you kind of, let me just roll,
Oh.
just in case. As you kind of walk in front of it, you see negative image mirror versions of yourself.
I've seen this episode. We're gonna have to fight them.
We just have to be stronger than we were today.
I'm back to doing my I don't see any art impression.
The mirror version of him is also doing the same thing.
And you said this was how big of a painting?
It's pretty big. I'd say maybe 5 feet wide and 4 feet tall.
Can I poke it with a magic dagger?
You kind of see you and your mirror self kind of both reach forward and touch dagger tips. And there's kind of a shining spot in the center where the dagger's touched, glowing.
But no homo, right?
Right.
Can I put my hand in it?
Before he does that, I'm gonna cast resistance on him. Just in case.
As your hand gets closer and closer, the glowing bit from where you touch daggers is it's kind of like sizzling, and you can feel some sort of heat coming off of it.
Okay, see, when I said I wanted to put my hand in there, I thought this was like a happy, fun light.
Do you want to pull away, or you want to keep going?
Fuck it, Doorknob thought it was a happy, fun light, so he's going for it.
Okay. Are you kind of just like touching fingertip or palm?
The thing mirrors everything I do, right?
Yes.
Then I'm going for the hand on the glass palm
Okay.
thing.
The painting. There is an explosion. You may lose your hand.
Holy fuck!
Oh no!
It's definitely bad. You take 14 points of damage. You feel an explosion. You're like knocked prone on your back. Everyone else like kind of just covers your eyes from the light. And now there's like a hole in the painting, and it's just spewing some kind of heat or light or something. Your hand is for now. We'll say your hand is like unusable. It might be able to be healed, but it is in a lot of pain right now.
Ow.
Stoic to the end. Come here, Doorknob. Come here. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at first level. One sec.
Thank you.
There you go. Feel better?
I don't know.
Now
why.
that you can kind of get a better look at it, we'll say you lost a couple fingers, and it's not as flexible as it was anymore.
Good thing that was my shield on. Is it bleeding or has it been like cauterized?
It was bleeding. It wasn't that kind of explosion. It was more of a ripping. So there was definitely blood, but the magic kind of stopped the bleeding.
So just so I can write this down, how many fingers did I lose?
Roll a d4.
Oh god.
There you go.
Okay, I can live with that.
Yeah, losing all four might have been made it a bit difficult to hold something.
So yeah, I thank you for your kind words that somehow stopped the bleeding. And I just look at the wall and say, "Huh." So what's going on with the painting now?
The mirror version of Bagor also walked back up to the mirror version of you, and looks like they're kind of looking at the painting just like you are.
So now it's different? It's not a mirror?
No, it's still a mirror, but there's like holes in it from where the thing's touched, and they're leaking some kind of heat or radiation.
Right. Well, this room has hurt us. I vote we don't give it a second chance.
Question. Have the paintballs followed us?
Yes.
Do they show on the painting?
Um. Yes, but the colors are different, and even when they're different from being inverted, some of them are different from just being different colors.
Huh.
And some of them have different numbers.
They have numbers?
Well, different numbers of globes falling them. Like, not all of them have
okay.
2.
How far out is
Hmm.
that heat, light radiation stuff venting? Like, is it a plume or just like a little bit of glow?
You can't see it, but like, it is going pretty much everywhere. You can most feel it when you're closest to it, but it's making your skin a little tingly everywhere in the room.
Did the mirror doorknob lose fingers too?
He lost 3 fingers.
Okay, so this is like some parallel dimension shit.
Apparently.
Caleb, it says that with Druidcraft I can make wind, but it's harmless. Can I push the bubbles with that, or is it too soft?
No, that's not strong enough.
Okay.
But it does make like cool ripples on it.
I keep doing it.
I still think we should collide 2 of these together and see what happens.
I would think that would make it work.
Yeah, as like 2 of them were following you, they kind of bounce off of each other.
That was perhaps the least exciting result possible.
Indeed. Well, I don't know about you all, but I've just lost a few fingers. I've been exploded on. I'm going to let someone else take charge here. Go deal with the orbs.
Let's not. Maybe. I run out of spells, you know?
Because you guys spent a lot of time in the Ori, I'm just gonna make another encounter check quick. And you see, or hear, more accurately, 2 cannibal critics coming in from the south. And they're arguing about the orbs and whether or not it's ironic or quiche. One of them is covered head to toe in some kind of blue liquid. The other one has a red orb following him.
Are they not moving?
The red orb is following the one on the right, and the one on the left is covered in some wet blue thing. And they're walking up into this room towards you.
Hello.
Blue, sir, are you okay?
What does it mean?
Well, it means if you're not hurt or in pain or anything weird is going on you.
He just points to the painting behind you and says, "Is it art?"
I hold up my bloody hand with the missing fingers and say, What does it mean?
Oh god, he's turning.
What's the message?
Don't touch the painting.
They kind of just like turn and grunt at each other and then just keep asking inane questions.
I just want to see the other one get like touched by the
Yeah.
bubble.
Let's just distract them until he gets hit.
Sure, yeah. There's asking, like, what's it trying to say? And then the bubble comes right up to the normal cannibal and it just like quickly flops over his head and splats down and he's just covered in red paint.
He doesn't seem to be affected by it, like...
Don't you find it
Okay.
problematic?
I think that's a no.
Yeah, no, he seems normal.
I can't tell if this is better or worse than the feather guys.
Oh no, this is better. You know what? I'm gonna come up to them and I'm gonna keep talking until my bubbles touch them.
That's a good idea.
You're gonna try to make your bubble touch one of them?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like around here to see if my bubbles get to them. And I'm gonna ask them like really like dumb questions like, okay, so how long you been here? Is there anything that like seems weird? Do you know today's date?
They kind of start freaking out, like, critique the art, critique the art, critique the art. Because
later.
Tell him that this painting over here tastes great. They gotta try it.
Why would you lick paint?
Because it exploded on me. Tell him it tastes delicious.
I think that's a little bit too much.
and
Yeah, that would
eventually
work.
he does get touched by both of your globes, and yeah, now has layers of different colors all over him.
Well, that take care of my problem. Anybody else?
I will do the same.
Might as well.
You see them kind of start to like lick their painted lips. It seems they're getting bored of this, especially since you're not talking about the art.
I point at one of the ones with all the color all over them and say, "What does it mean? Is it art?"
And they both like grunt and look at each other and then just keep asking inane questions.
Are they asking the stupid questions about themselves now?
Yes. One of them is now pointing at the other one. The other one is still pointing at the picture. But one of them is still now asking, like, what does it mean? Pointing at his companion.
Yeah, I'll head down there and try to keep walking back and forth across until my bubbles run into them as well.
So yeah, you guys all no longer have bubbles following you. But you probably do have like specks of paint from the explosions on you.
As long as it's not
Got
acid.
like 5 layers of paint each.
Yeah, they're they're quite the sight.
Well, it's been nice talking to you. We have places to go.
Who's the audience?
You are. Bye.
Aren't we all the audience?
And you walk through the top right door.
Yeah, I don't think we need to go and get more paint after we just got rid of it. So.
Yeah.
In this room, you see.
I just want to be away from them.
A small green figurine in the middle of the floor.
Oh my god, we've looped.
Hey, that makes the map simpler, actually.
So it's got the door you came in, door south, and door to the right. Yeah.
Does the toy react to us like the goblin?
Wait, I thought we were in the green statue room.
We are.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does not appear to do anything. Make a perception roll, Bagor.
Okay. Nope.
Yeah, it is pretty finely carved. And looks pretty neat. Doesn't look like it's secured to the floor.
Anything else in the room? Paintings on the walls? Anything?
There is a plaque.
Can't read.
Yeah, that's all you see.
What's the plaque say? I go over to read it.
Apparently this is called Calavera. Or Calavera, excuse me.
That means skull.
That means what?
That's a skull in Spanish.
Skull? Oh, duh. I should know that.
Yeah, I'm going to promptly proceed to ignore it and keep moving to the room at the right exit.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything like worth the time here.
The next room over. I feel like I've described this before, but it might have been when I was testing this on something else. This room is occupied by a massive, giant purple worm.
Fluffy?
It does not appear fluffy. It is pretty gross.
That description doesn't ring a bell to me, so.
Okay,
No, I don't think I remember that.
I will draw it here. So, you enter from the top left, but there is, coming off of this north wall, a massive worm that's kind of just on the wall, hanging like 2 feet above the ground, and it's just occupying most of the room.
Oh, it's so sad.
Yeah, can we talk to it?
It is kind of poised in a kind of attack posture. It's got like its gaping mouth open. You see like a ring,
Oh, it's not sand.
rings and rings of teeth on the inside.
Aren't you cute? How you? Hey there, boy.
This is like SpongeBob. That is its tongue.
And it's like frozen, you said?
It does not appear to be moving. And I'll say it's actually like almost up against the wall. You'd have to kind of like put your back against the wall and shimmy past it.
And is it on the floor?
It's about 2 feet above the floor. You could crawl under it.
Or I could duck. Okay.
Oh yeah, you could almost walk.
If I kind of look at it directly along the top wall, does it look like it's? How does it look like it's attached to the wall? Or is it like it's like a cave back there, or is it mounted, or?
Make a perception check. It appears like it's mounted in some fashion. It's not directly connected to the wall. There's like a layer of a different kind of stone or wood behind it that's in between it and the wall.
Oh, is it dead then?
Yeah. Okay. So I put less chances on it suddenly moving and smashing us, but it's probably still possible.
Anything goes here.
After your lead, Bagur.
I don't fit there. I'm 7 foot tall.
So let's shimmy across the side.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna cast resistance on myself before I do that.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to get at least up to the doorway before anything happens. You can kind of peek in it and see. You see the blue ocean floor room to the south.
The blue ocean room. Okay, I want to keep going to the other door.
And you make it all the way there? Yeah.
All right, I'll follow next, and I'll try to stay relatively low, even for me, so I'm kind of in the corner, where I'm both in front of it and below it as I run across it.
Yeah, you guys make it across, not an issue.
Have you noticed that when we worry about something, nothing happens?
Better than the reverse.
Bagor, since you're the first one to the store, you see 20 people inside of this room. Most of them
duck to the side.
are critical or are cannibals.
I duck to the side and try to hide.
Did you say or give us any indication of danger?
I shush everybody like shh.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Okay. I mean, the ducking and hiding was probably a pretty good indicator.
I don't know that. He could just be doing a dance.
Because I've done nothing but dance all this time.
As more of you kind of get close to the door, and Bagor kind of takes a breath and takes a sneakier peek. This is, it appears to be the same room you saw before. It does have two of the cannibals are wearing crowns.
What are they doing?
They're kind of in two different groups, and some of them are talking amongst each other. Some of them are arguing with members of another group.
A political discussion between cannibals?
That I remember that's vaguely what they were doing last time I saw them. So, no, I'm not sure it's political. Unless different sides of people who think about art would be called political. I guess maybe.
So new school versus old school debate.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. I don't actually know what they're saying. It's more likely than normal politics.
Question. I don't have any second level spells left, but I have 2 third levels. Can I cast a second level spell with that?
You may if you choose.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay, great.
Are we going to try and go through this place?
I mean, you did the thing. Let's do it.
Okay, this room has 3 exits, including the one that you are entering. So 2 more.
Before we enter the room, I'm going to cast Disguise Self on myself to make myself look more like a cannibal.
Okay, sure. As you come in from that top left, you see a door on the south and an archway on the right.
To the right was the tank, right?
Yes.
That's what I recall.
So each of you make a stealth check as you try to avoid the mass of them by walking around the outside.
This is not advantage. This is plus 10, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I might be okay.
18 then.
28.
Yeah, let me kind of check what I guesstimated their perception would be. I can't imagine. Oh yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. So giving pass without a trace as the shadows kind of curl around you as you walk around the outside of the room. You make it to the first doorway without any issues. Did you want to go straight through to the tank, or you want to see what's inside this door?
If we're passing it anyway, we may as well peek in.
This room contains a painting of... It's, I'd tell you more about it but from the doorway, it kind of just looks like a pretty ugly guy. And there's also like a hallway here that would kind of connect into the blue room. I didn't really describe it well when the blue room, but it's like a 3-way hallway where one goes to the blue room, one goes to this room with a painting of the ugly guy. So yeah, so it mostly indicates that it leads to this painting with an ugly guy.
Particularly see the need to go in there?
Nah, not really. The last time we went into a room with an ugly guy, we've had a boss fight.
True. Let's keep going.
You keep skirting around the wall to get to the room with the tank in it.
I remember there was something creepy about the tank, but I don't remember what.
It's kind of like a tank of white milky substance with weird eyes, like in chunks of meat swirling around it, and there's also just other chunks of red meat kind of just bobbing and floating around in there. It's kind of like a lava lamp situation. It's a massive tank in the center of the room with red chunks kind of just floating through it.
Yeah, I remember the meat lava lamp.
Yeah.
We should probably go and quickly leave the gallery for a bit for a quick break because we're probably getting pretty hungry at this point, if memory serves right.
Oh yeah. Yes, definitely. I forgot to do that. So yeah, you guys are super hungry right now.
So let's quickly go south to the Skull Gate out of the gallery and then have a quick break in the pedestal.
Well, we can go to the red room to eat there.
Yeah, but that's still under the time compression, and the food went bad real quick there still.
Got it.
So you guys using the extra stealth capabilities, you go through the skull gate and back into the pedestal of grape juice.
Cool.
And you guys take a quick second to fill your stomachs with some rations. So mark off rations if you got some.
I keep giving Novak some of my rations.
Yeah, I'll mark out 2 of mine. Or someone else.
Does this count as a short rest?
If you want to stay here for 30 minutes, which would be 3 encounter checks, it would be a short rest. Otherwise, you kind of just take a couple minutes to eat something and keep moving.
We would still have the pass without trace for at least, I don't know, like 20 more minutes?
Up to an hour, so yeah, it's
up to an hour?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, if we take a short rest, I wasn't planning on it, but we can. But if we do, I can cast rope trick. I think.
Nah.
Better save it for another time.
Okay, so you guys eat as much as you can and are ready to continue. So do you go back up to that milk room?
Before we go back in, we should probably discuss if we want to continue exploring the gallery to the north or see if we want to go down that eye. I'm personally in favor of going north and exploring more there, but I wanted to bring up the option.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
All right.
I think so.
All right, so back up north it is then, I think.
Yeah, you guys make it back up to this milk room. Still gross and creepy, and north is, I have to turn several pages, so oh, that would be the line, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh wait, no. Did I mess up somewhere?
That's
No.
what
Yep, line.
I don't remember whether it's the line that wants to be a tiger or tiger that wants to be a lion.
Tiger that wants to be a lion.
So you guys see I think there's a chance he might not be here. Something for me to roll.
Either way, if Passed Out Trace is still up, actually either whether it's still up or not, I'm going to be stealthing through, I think.
Yes. He is definitely chilling in his little cave habitat, muttering to itself.
I turn to Hex and Doorknob. So here's the thing. There's a tiger here that thinks he's a lion. He gets violent and kills people when you tell him he's not a lion. Let's go.
Okay.
Is it beatable?
I don't know. We didn't try that.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's a lion that thinks he's a tiger.
No, he's a tiger that thinks he's a lion, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. I got it.
I'm also going to drop the disguise stealth on myself.
Okay. So are you going to all try to sneak past this, or are you going to...
I'm going to try to sneak to the left.
I'm gonna try to sneak.
Okay, roll stealth if you're trying to not let him see you.
Okay. Still plus 10, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you kind of just see it muttering to itself and licking its paw with its stone tongue. It is, for those of you that haven't heard me describe it, it's made entirely of like blue gemstone. It is very beautiful, but its claws are sharp and its teeth are sharp, and it has self-image issues, obviously.
To put it mildly.
So would you like to continue north of this?
Going.
Actually, while we're sneaking through, it's my fault. He's not kind of just mumbling to himself. There's actually 4 cannibals here that are kind of just arguing with it.
Ooh, that's gonna end well.
And one critic is kind of hopping on one leg and there's blood dripping down. But you proceed on through.
Oh, before we go, I think I know the next room. I tell everybody not to look at it because of the effect it had the last time.
Don't look at what?
There's a painting there. I think it's called something something my wife. And it feels awful. It's just horrible and I hate that guy. And also we were paralyzed for like 5 minutes.
How will I know it if I don't look at it?
I'm just saying, it's just bad juju.
We don't need to go that way. We know it's a dead end, so we can just go left right here.
This should be I do not believe... Oh, yeah. North is... Did you go through all those rooms?
Yeah, Leaf activated
Oh, yeah, you kind
the
of just
bomb bubbles.
walked around the walls and saw that it was a dead-end area. So, yeah. Left is the massive room. The only room you've seen bigger than this is Cronia's room. This is a pretty big room, and in the center are the massive stone hands that act as a guardian to this place.
How peculiar.
Does it react to us coming in?
If you're staying quiet, probably not.
Oh, I'm staying quiet, all right.
Yeah, I don't want to fight that.
There was just the one exit on the bottom left, right? Correct.
Yes. Correct. And that leads to... Sorry, some of these pages are out of order. I'm not sure how I want to draw this section, but it's... That's close enough. Right, so this room is not where it gets going to be. So you're entering through this north side here. So this is hands. There's another door also north, and there is this way.
Anyone or anything in this room?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the map and I realize something that is not gonna be fun, but I will find a way to explain it. So inside this room is a wondrous foot long locust made out of jade gemstone. Eyes of polished, like black cellular graphite, kind of make its eyes look nice and bright and shiny.
And presumably it looks just as alive as the lion tiger does.
This one does not appear to be moving on the outside. There is a plaque on the wall, and there might be something else to see if somebody rolls a perception check. Yeah, I think that's probably enough. you can kind of see along the edge of this thing something that might be a seam, like this is, and then as Hex notices the plaque on the wall.
A seam like on the walls of the room somewhere, or
on the locust, as if it's a sarcophagus.
Oh, the lich. No.
Second
Yeah.
candidate for where the lich might be. We didn't open the last one. I vote we don't open this one either.
It appears to be locked from the inside. So yeah, and there's 2 pathways away.
Alright, I'm going to continue stealth, and I want to go to the top left one, but I want to peek at the bottom one to see if it leads where I think it might lead.
I can help you with the one at the bottom.
The bottom one, some kind of ghost-like figure. It twists like smoke, and then like freezes randomly and keeps twisting. But it's also kind of twisting in a tree-like shape. Yeah, that's all you can tell from the doorway.
Alright. That did not connect up to where I thought it did, but oh well. Well, hope it did more like.
Does it look like the ghost that attacked me?
No.
Okay.
It's not something you've seen before. And north is, it's kind of a long, thin room. So maybe it's like 20 foot wide, but it's almost 50 or 75 feet long. And the whole most of its width is almost like a house-shaped cage. And there's just only enough space to walk by outside the cage.
It's wet?
It's a house-shaped cage.
Oh, okay.
So it's got like multiple floors, but like all the walls are just like prison bars. And it's got some furniture in it, chairs and tables. They're all made of wire. You can see a man inside the cage. The spaces in between the bars are actually like 3 feet apart. So somebody could squeeze through them like almost pretty easily, but his clothes have like rotted off. Looks like he has been in here a while.
I think I'm going to be continuing this stealth. Do you want me to make another roll, or just keep the last one?
We'll keep it for a bit still, I think.
Alright.
There's one exit in the top and one exit in the bottom where you came in. And kind of this whole black side is all house. cage house. Yeah, you guys make it through without being seen. And the next room is a sculpture of a couple disturbing painted, like molten iron, like worm-shaped tubes. There's one of them actually. One that is kind of just floating around a center pole, and it looks like it's attached to it. And let me drag you over to the page so I can keep drawing more rooms. Not it. Here? Yes. So it's kind of like lazily spinning around a pole in the center of the room. There's an exit north and east. Alright. Hello?
Hello?
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to do something here on the map and it's not working.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Besides the pole, does it look like there's someone else alive here?
No, there's just this worm-shaped thing that's kind of wrapping around the pole.
Did I mishear that it kind of looked like it was made of molten metal?
Yes. Or like a chunk of molten metal that was just instantly like dropped in water and just kept its shape.
Yeah.
So like a gross like globulous worm shape.
It looks like. Okay, it doesn't look like it's still actively molten.
Right. It's just like a gross worm shape, and it
Right.
used that term, and I took it, but I was wrong.
I just realized that I haven't done I haven't been paying attention. Can I try to track, maybe, like, see any signs of if the lizard people have come into any of these rooms?
The floors being made of marble are pretty hard to track. It's not like if it were dirt you could see tracks, but you don't notice any particularly lizardy footprints. So what I've just realized, and I'm going to tell you guys out of character, you're not going to understand this in character, but you are kind of mostly exploring the 3/4 of the gallery that's on the right-hand side. There's another section of the gallery, which I didn't realize is not connected to this half, which is the section that leads to the Lizard Archive. So this whole section, like, you don't know it in character, but it's not going to lead you directly to the Lizard Archives, which I didn't realize when I had that character say that there's a way from the gallery. So I'm trying to figure out a way.
Yeah, but she wasn't clear either.
Yes, that's true. But like, I just don't want you to get super disappointed when you find a dead end here and don't know where else to go. Yeah. But there's still more gallery to explore, but there's a couple ways in, and it might just take some luck or some other. I'll keep working on it, but yeah. Continue.
Honestly, I was just assuming that we were gonna find it past the orrery anyway.
Yeah, that seemed like the most viable.
Maybe I'll do that. That might be something I can rework. Okay. So yeah, you've got this.
Still, none of this place has ever made any sense. So
yes.
We did find a part of the gallery like way to the east.
The door, I'll just kind of explain what some of these. The path to the north appears like. I did put you on the right page, didn't I? Yes. It's another sculpture, 3 gigantic orbs floating in a frame of blackness. The door to the right is kind of just sitting on a stand in the middle of the room is that little gemstone hummingbird.
I remember that thing.
Wait, was that the one when we found that shark guy?
That's from when we just found Hex, right?
Yeah, he was in like the dead wedding area, trying to. He went like under a floor or something.
That might explain why I don't remember him.
I caught it, let it go. Good times.
So where to next?
Okay, so flip a coin.
Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything that says otherwise.
So 1 for north, 2 for east.
Sure.
So north.
Okay, so these orbs. Let me look up what this word means.
Fancy flavor text is fancy.
So this word is chalcedony, which is a type of quartz. So these are like massive, like, they're not like polished quartz, but it's more like a rocky natural quartz. They're about 15 feet in diameter, 3 orbs floating, and kind of I'll move room so I can describe it better. So there's 3 orbs. And there is like a massive wall of blackness. So say like the orbs are kind of rotating around a center point, but you can't see anything in this area. So you kind of just see orbs like popping out of blackness and fizzling in. You came in through the south and do not see any other exits.
Alright, I assume it's the magical can't see through darkness and not normal darkness.
Yes, this is some kind of dark magic.
Are the orbs like reacting to the dark, like it's solid or something like that?
The darkness kind of ripples when the orbs move through it. It is a little fluid-like.
Alright, I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm gonna kind of go up to the edge of the darkness here, hold my breath, and then stick my head in for like a second or two to see if I can see anything once I stick my head through and then pull my head back.
Can you make...
I'm right behind him to try and pull him if something happens.
Can you make 2 Constitution saving throws, please?
Oh, fuck.
I said I was doing something stupid.
Bad and worse.
That's really average, thank you.
You feel a stabbing pain inside of your eyeballs. It is extremely painful, and you kind of pull back instantly, but you don't notice anything different. The pain leaves like as soon as you pull away.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna like feel some phantom pain afterwards and like turn around to Begor and ask, Are my eyes bleeding?
Okay, open them. Try to examine them.
They're a little bit red, but otherwise just look normal.
Alright.
Well, not outside, like internal bleeding.
Right. Well, I do not recommend that.
Why did you do that?
Hand through it? Like just the hand?
You feel nothing in your hand.
Well,
put one of your eyes in it.
Sure, just let me pop it out. I'm gonna cast resistance on myself, and then I'm gonna put my head in.
Okay. Is resistance concentration?
Yes.
So your disguise or your pass without trace would be gone. Is that okay?
Let me check the map. 1 sec. Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. So make 2 concentration saving throws, and I guess roll 2d4s unless you have that resistance toggle.
No, resistance says that it's once. Constitution. And I'm gonna add it to the first ones.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's see. Ah, okay.
Of course it helps.
So you feel exactly the pain, the stabbing in your eyes, and you pull out, and to you everything seems okay. But as you turn towards the others, they see that something is different. One of your eyes is now a quartz crystal orb.
Why are you looking at me so weird?
That
Dude.
was thoroughly silly.
Dude. What is in your eye?
Which one?
Which eye?
Your left eye.
Dude,
Wow.
your left eye is fucked.
I'm gonna close my right eye. Can I still see?
Yep, looks fine.
I don't feel anything weird.
Now that they mention it, that eye feels. You don't have a way to describe it other than heavy.
I'm going to take out my dagger.
Yeah.
Presumably fairly polished, and kind of like use the.
I don't like where
blade
this is going.
to let him use it as a mirror, basically.
Oh, I was going somewhere completely different.
No, I was not going to try to stab out at the eye.
So, do I see myself well enough?
Yes. Also.
Oh, that's not good.
No,
I try to touch it. Like, does it feel like
you don't,
a normal
you don't
eye?
feel anything.
But I can still see through it.
Yes.
Huh.
I cannot believe our luck, but one of these massive 15-foot diameter crystal orbs falls down, hits the ground, and it bowls through this wall. There's now a 15-foot hole in this wall.
Cool.
Okay,
Well, that
I want to
was
try
close.
something.
Somebody stop this man.
And you hear it continue to crash a couple more times.
If he goes near the darkness orbs, I'm going to grab him.
Yeah.
I'm not that dumb. I have an intelligence of 10. I'm gonna turn into my brown bear form.
I think that was more of a wisdom thing than an intelligence thing.
I'm very wise.
Doesn't seem that way.
I'm gonna try to turn into a bear, but I'm gonna ask you like, okay, tell me if this sticks. And I turn into the bear.
It would probably stay. Yes, you still have a crystal bear eye.
Yeah, it's still there.
Sometimes when you blink and when you close your eyes, it feels a little grating. Like you feel like their eyelid grate against the rough crystal surface of it. It's not painful, it's just a little uncomfortable when you blink.
So his bear form and him, they have different health bars, right?
Yes.
Like if the bear was to die, he would just turn back to human?
Yeah.
Are you gonna try to poke him in the eye?
Oh, you're a dick.
If you do that, and I recommend you don't, I'd use a magic weapon.
I slowly approach with my hands out, just like, it's gonna be okay. Hold still. With the magic dagger, can I get at this eye?
Are you gonna try to pop it out? Or you just like poke it or what?
Let's start with just poking it and see if the bear freaks out.
I mean, one, Bagor, you can react to this. If you see a guy approaching you with a dagger and you don't want it, you can move away.
I mean, I'm saying he understands. I can't understand him, but
Are you going to let him poke at your eye with a dagger?
No.
Okay. So
Like,
the bear
nowhere
like
it
kind of
says that I'm gonna keep my limbs for eyes.
yeah, he kind of like uses his bear paw and swats away your dagger hand.
Just gonna like move my head like no, no.
My very
Bagura.
in-depth knowledge of animals is telling me that he says no.
He has an evil orb in his head. We need to get rid of it. If we kill the bear, he'll still be okay. This is perfect.
Also, because of the noise that a massive 15-foot rolling quartz ball bashing through walls would make, I'm going to make an encounter check.
Shocking.
Thank God I'm already on a bear.
You will. Okay, this was completely random, but it definitely makes sense. The little hummingbird friend from next room over flies into the room and kind of just hovering there watching.
I'm gonna approach it.
I'm sure that isn't the beginning of a joke.
I mean, I'm a bear. Like, I
Uh,
don't think it's gonna get away from me.
it
Maybe.
it
I'm gonna speak with the animal.
flits into the darkness.
Oh dang! It just left. I wanted to speak with it.
Maybe it can still hear you.
Yeah, it might be able to still hear you.
I say, my friend, why are you here?
Just for the record, how does that sound to us? Like, does it sound like talking, or does it sound like a dragonborn going?
Yeah, I bet it'd be pretty bird-like, yeah. High-pitched tweeting somehow coming from this big, huge dragonborn man. It pops back out of the darkness and kind of hovers in the air for a bit. Doesn't seem to respond yet.
I come no harm. I just want to speak. Oh, no response?
It says,
I'm slowly getting away
"Hungry,
from
come
Dorna,
here."
by the way.
Oh God.
What does this say?
It says, "Hungry, come here." And goes back into the darkness.
What do you mean, hungry?
Come here.
While it was out and not in the darkness, can I use my primeval awareness to try to read its basic mood and intent? Like,
Ooh, okay, yeah. Let me. Do you have that on your character sheet? Let me read that.
I think so. Though there's a lot of other stuff in that particular skill, so I'm not sure exactly where. Yeah, it's like first or second paragraph.
Ooh, okay. You learn its short-term needs, so you can feel that it's hungry. But you feel something dark inside this thing, which scares you a little bit.
I turn to everyone and kind of look at them and I shake my head with a real scared look on my face, which doesn't normally happen.
Yeah, I would not trust that thing.
This bird attends.
You still hear it saying, "Come here, come here."
says to it's hungry.
Let me show you something.
My friend, one of my fellow teammates have went in there and they have experienced a change, and I don't think it's safe if I were to go in there.
Safe. Come here.
That's all I got.
I turn to them and I'm like, the bird says it's safe, but I do not trust it.
No.
This is only lending credence to my desire to get this eye out of Bagura's head.
But I turn back to the bird and says, but it'll change you into a jewel. Why does it do that? It's not safe.
A little bit frustrated that you're not coming. It's just going to fly out the big hole in this direction. And it's going to do some exploring on its own.
Alright.
I turn back to Bagura.
Alright, we gotta take it out his eye.
Yeah.
Well, can I just grab him? Just rush him and grab him?
He is a pretty big bear.
Well, one of us has got to grapple this fool.
Well, I'm sure I can do a fantastic job of grappling the bear.
The 3 foot tall, you're a halfling, right?
Yes, yes.
Amazing.
I'm sure Bagor could just take it out. Oh no, I mean, Doorknob could just take it out.
All right. So
Yeah, I'm going to try and grapple Bagor.
Okay.
No, let me do it. Oh, okay.
Oh, well.
Okay, well, one of us has
Yeah.
to. I thought you were saying you weren't going to help.
No, I wanted to help.
Okay.
All right,
So,
hearing
all of
whoever's
this,
grappling him, make an athletics check.
Are you gonna do it, or am I gonna do it?
You try first. If you don't get him, I'll go for it.
Oh no. Alright. Bagor, using your bear stats, you can choose to make an athletics check or a acrobatics check.
I'm just
gonna
gonna
try
say,
athletic.
I didn't trust that thing, but this might be a bit of an overreaction.
Question: in my bear form, I still have the -1 proficiency.
Probably.
I got 22.
Okay,
We'll see
me a
how
sec.
close you roll and then maybe tweak it.
that's -1. So nope.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hey.
So you
Alright.
guys, you managed to kind of just pin this massive bear down as best you can. If you want to try to grab his eye, Doorknob, while Hex is holding him down, try a sleight of hand check, probably.
Bagor, please. This is for your own good. Please. Just hold still.
I don't know if I should.
Oh, 14.
If you are resisting this, I will try to make a contested check. But if you don't want to resist it, I will let him grab your eye.
It's my eye.
So, okay.
Contested with what?
I guess probably athletics to just thrash around your head.
Okay.
Because even though he's pinning you down, like your arms, you still have.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
Well then.
So he reaches into your eye socket and pops out your eye.
Goodbye.
You feel no pain, and you can still see through it as it's in his hand.
I can still see through it.
Yes.
I'm gonna drop form. He still has my eye.
Yes.
There's no blood.
There's no blood.
I want to try to cast
I'm letting him go.
Cure Light Wounds on his eye socket if I can. just to see what happens, even though I'm
Hold,
planning
hold,
just wasting a slot.
hold on. Maybe we should have done that before we pulled his eye out.
Wait. I can still see.
What?
It
I can
is
still
very,
see.
very disconcerting seeing from two different perspectives at the same time.
Look, now that
Oh,
my
I'm
eyes
getting
out,
dizzy. Wait. Whoa.
I hold the eye behind my back, and with my fucked up hand, I hold the eye, and then I hold up X number of fingers and say, how many fingers am I holding up?
And you can kind of close your good eye and see only through the other eye, and that helps a little bit, so you can see he's only holding up 2 fingers or whatever.
First of all, your hand is dirty, and you're holding 2 fingers.
Holy shit, you can actually see.
So what happens if we might try to regrow an eye in the eye socket? Would he then have 3 eyes?
Regrowing body parts is a pretty high level magic.
Right, that's true.
I think that's gonna be like one of the restoration.
Right, and yeah.
No, I want to keep it. It's cool.
It's evil.
All
That
right.
bird creature wanted us all to have them.
But it's cool evil.
What's his alignment?
Put it through the dark. My alignment is chaotic good.
All right, with my already fucked up hand, I'm holding the eye, I guess, pupil out so that he can see, and I stick my arm into the darkness.
You see, you don't feel any pain, and you see a doorway.
Well, there's a way out there, but it doesn't look safe on account of my eye turning into that.
I'm going to choose to say that was not a pun.
You know what?
That doesn't.
I didn't plan that, but I'll take full credit.
There's a door in there?
Yeah, kind of like in the center.
What the hell?
I'm not actually all that surprised.
So do we try going through it?
Fuck that.
I don't recommend
Go
it.
ahead, I'm not.
If we rush it, if we're fast enough, then maybe the effects won't pass on to us.
It's probably
You're
more of a
welcome to
barrier.
try.
It's probably more of a barrier there than a volume to go through. Actually,
The hole is not in the dark, right?
Can you ask that again?
The hole that the bubble made is not in the dark part.
Right. There's just a big hole over here now.
I have an empty vial that's presumably made of glass because it's called a vial. I want to try to put it in the barrier bottom first to see if the barrier will part around it or what happens. Holding it by the neck of the vial and putting it in.
I know what you're saying. I'm just trying to think of how I want to play this. I'll say it does part, and you can kind of, you're like pushing against this blackness. It's not like forceful, but it doesn't go inside the vial if you have the entrance.
All right. And is it like thin enough that with the vial there I could look through it?
The blackness is still on the other side.
Okay.
And yes, I walk over to Bagur and I hand him the eye, but I say, maybe you should keep this out of your head for now.
It's my eye.
I mean, if you want to plug it in your eye, in and out of your eye socket.
I mean, it didn't hurt when he took it out.
So leave it out and have a tactical advantage.
Yes, the tactical advantage of having no depth perception.
It's
But
super
he can
weird.
see.
Like, come on. Give me my eye.
You can finally see what your butt looks like. You're looking straight at the same time.
He has a point.
Oh, wait, I'm gonna hit you in the head. Give me my eye.
Give him the eye.
Sorry, doorknob.
You don't have to hit me, friend. I'm not trying to keep the eye. I'm just trying to tell you that this is evil as shit.
You mean like literally this entire place?
Yes, this entire place is evil, but specifically this eye is evil as fuck.
It hasn't done anything.
Except C, apparently.
Yeah, it's an eye. They're supposed to do that.
Fuck it. I give him the eye back and say, do what you think's best.
So
I put it back in.
What would you have done with it? Try to destroy it?
You're gonna leave a man blind just because?
I say, clearly some magic has worked itself over Bagur. We should keep an eye on him.
Can I put it back and try to move it?
Yeah, you kind of plop it in painlessly again. It's maybe it feels a little dry, a little rough, but it still functions. And you can move it around like your other eye.
Blink a couple of times, like, see, you broke it.
Okay, this might be a decent stopping place. Does that sound good?
Sounds alright by me.
Yeah,
Sure.
sounds good.
We will pick back up here next week.
Yeah. And I think I should be able to join, though I might have to be quiet or something. I don't know. Next week.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Not 100% sure yet.
Well, good night, all.
Yep.
Okay, guys.
Later.
See you.
Really, though, that's weird as hell.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe it. It's great.
And until he does something evil, which I know he will, I'm just gonna let him be.
He's an adventurer, or he will do evil things.
It's not gonna be evil. He's just gonna be dumb. All right. See you guys. Bye.
Later.
Yes. Bye.
So suddenly I'm randomly curious. Well, not that randomly. If both my eyes had turned into crystal, if having one of them in my eyes, in my head, and the other on the enemy, like on their person or something, would help my accuracy or hurt it with my bow? Probably hurt.
It'd take a lot of time to get used to that because you've had, years and years of experience of having two eyeballs in your head and days of having that kind of weird perception.
See, I was gonna say he should somehow attach the eye to the back of his neck. You know, you can see behind him. Anyway, good night.
Yep. Bye.